Good morning, Flambroil JK. So, my buddy came over, like I told you in the last video. I think I posted it, I don't know. But, do my shocks. I went to a V2 shock from Rough Country. My buddy has a JK, also his 13. Said he's had nothing but good reviews about him or whatever. So, without further ado, let me show you what I got going on here. Okay, that's the rears right there. Looks like this is pretty inverted, so they sit. Looks like they're upside down. But yep, I like them. That is the rear. So let's check out the front and see what we got going on here. Oh, sun's bright today. Let's see what we got. Alright, there they are right there. Let me get it in here. Inverted also. Super easy install. I still got to get the inner fenders put back on. There's, oh, knocked my rake over. Yeah, they go down. Put that inner fender back on. I would have done a little how-to video or whatever, but they're so simple. 216 bolts on top, 18 wrench and ratchet on the bottom side for the rears, and the front I believe it was a 16, I guess, and then the 18's on the bottom. It comes with new hardware. Whoa. I need a selfie stick. Comes with new nuts, whatever, and I believe that was a 17. Not a super huge deal. Guy's never done shocks before. He's wanting to learn how to do stuff, so therefore I'm like, well, I need some stuff done. You need experience. So what better way? It's a win-win for both of us. Got the shocks done and everything. Fix and take a bowl of some chicken stuff my girl made to my buddy right down the road. No, I can also test drive this thing, see how much different it feels. And he had surgery on his foot or whatever, so you know, you gotta take care of your homies, and when people ain't up and able to do for them, you know, you gotta do for others. I've had people come and help me, so I mean, I'm just passing it around or whatever. But I will drive this around, see the difference between the old shocks and the new shocks, and give you my opinion. And I will show you how bad my other shocks were. They were absolutely, well, one of them was just completely blowed out. You could hear the oils and everything passing the chambers or whatever it does inside there. So they were so soft, it was pathetic. But the front ones weren't relatively that bad, but it was the rears mainly. And I just my last trail I went on, I came down off this little bump, and instead of just boom, like that, I mean it hit so hard on, and you can see the difference because the driver's side rear was completely blowed, and the passenger rear was not completely blowed, but it might have had 3% life left in it. But you can see that on my exhaust pipe hole. Let me see if I can get this. So yeah, I came down and it smashed that one. That's on the driver's side. I mean, completely blowed out shock. And then the passenger side, it dented it, but not as bad. But I mean, it wasn't completely gone, but I mean, I guess it was. It just didn't hit as hard or whatever. So anyway, I'm gonna go test drive this, see how I like it and feel and all that good stuff. I still have more stuff to do to the front end before I can really drive it. Gotta get the ball joints greased. One of my Zerks won't go in, so I'm gonna have the shop or whatever that does the fine tune the lining, see if they got like a 90 degree Zerk that they can put in that thing and go ahead and get those greased up for me. And then get my welder out there, because I'm gonna get them brackets welded, that way I can get the lower control arm brackets cut off and then the new ones welded on. That way my lower control arms will be in the right position and they won't be all jacked up, and hopefully soon this thing is ready to roll. But anyway, let me get this dude some food. Like, subscribe, and I will talk about my therapy that I went to yesterday here in the next part. Flambroil JK, holler at you in a little bit. Flambroil JK, back in the Jeep. So I'm going to take this thing, excuse me, for a little bit of a test drive around the neighborhood, just to feel what the shocks are feeling like, how much ride difference it is versus the N3s that I had. And just pulling out of the driveway, it feels a little stiffer. I'm going to go to this one little spot at the end of my road here. It's absolute garbage. It is so rough, the street. I don't know what our lovely taxes are for, but see how much different it feels versus what it was. I know y'all won't know how it was, but I do. It's rough, but at the same time, I'm not bouncing as bad as I was. Make a U-turn, just kind of feel it on the road a little bit. I gotta take this thing in and get the airbag worked on. It bings every now and then. Supposedly a recall on it or whatever, but I need to do that while I'm down. But I got so much stuff I gotta do. I gotta get the lower control arm bracket replaced. I got them at different lengths right now just because of that bracket being bent. So yeah, it feels so much different though. I don't know how to describe it. It's a stiffer ride, but it's not as violent when hitting bumps and stuff like that. Go down here. It's on the street or whatever. I'm gonna turn this around here in a minute, so I can kind of feel what I'm going through here. Take it around the block real quick. There's a road that goes up by the school or whatever, and then there's actually a field you can drive through, and just to get more of a not so pavement type feel. But as far as the street is so far, it feels stiffer, it feels firmer. I don't hear all that crazy squeaks. That's all it would do. Every little rock I run over, bump, whatever. There is some noises back there, but it ain't the shocks. It's completely different. But flip this around. And I don't know how good that's gonna look or whatever, but this road is a lot of potholes and crap. responsive. Like it's not jerking and bouncing the crap out of me, bouncing my head off the doors, nothing like that. It's so far I'm really pleased with these shocks and how they handle just drive off into that sort of. And I'm doing about 20, nothing crazy, but it just does so much better now. So yeah, if you're, you know, a rough country fan or not, whatever, this is what I will. Everything on mine's pretty much rough country, minus the 1-ton tie rod and the brackets. I mean, well, no, they're both barns, but for this little 2-door JK, I call it a fantastic upgrade. Even though it is rough country, you can add on them all you want. I really haven't had any issues with them. Yeah, that one shock was blown out, but I did trail the snot out of this thing. So, I mean, 3 years though. I mean, come on. 3 years on the same set of shocks and many wheeling trips. So, I ain't mad. And for the price, I mean, you can't beat it. These V2s, they are doing well. I like them. I like them. I just can't wait till I get the complete front end done and then get this thing, you know, where it's supposed to be. But anyway, this is Flambroiled JK. I'm over at my buddy's house. Little food package there for him. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and we'll holler at you on the next one. Out. All right, Flambroiled JK here. Just wanted to show you my old shocks. So this is the driver rear. It's kind of hard to see, but I like it. Look at that. Nothing. It don't come back out. It's completely freaking blown. Hook that with the winch. Pulled it out. All the way in. Blown. That's the only one. The other rear, you know, it's got a little bit left in it. It'll see. It had a little skip spot, but it does come back out. The fronts, they're not horrible. They're all right, but yeah, overall, the fronts, they're probably about 50%, I would say. But yeah, that one, it was just garbage, and I just had to show you all that. All right, Flambroiled JK, out of here.